Hello everybody, welcome to Social Club Down South this week. The boys have been in Rome chatting to Lucas Leiva, and that's a pretty cool interview that the Red Men TV lads have got, so that's going up very soon I think. But we're here in place, don't worry, next week, Man United versus Liverpool. You won't be on it. It'll be back up north with the lads.
Don't have to worry about me, do you? I know you hate me.
In the meantime...
That's true though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Face your truths in life, don't you?
We are live, of course, so comments of love for Sam, please, from United People's TV, and Adam can read out the best ones. Good luck with that. Flav is here, working on his posture. How are we so far? Better.
Yeah.
Better.
Does that feel
Yeah,
And
nice.
Rory from CFC Fan TV. We're going to talk about England. This is a subject that turned up in the office this morning. We just thought, we were chatting away, and then it came out, and we thought that might be a decent one to talk about. So we're going to talk about where England would finish if they were in the Premier League. Let us know what you think it would be. Adam is on the comments, like I said, and we'll read out any questions you've got about England in a little bit. Before we get into the kind of where exactly they might end up, let's talk about England. They are through. They're going to the World Cup. That is a great thing. Rory, you follow England a lot.
Yeah.
You were at the Euros. You were there at Iceland. What would be... So 38 games unbeaten in qualifying World Cups and Euros.
What's the point?
Bad, is it? However, they have managed just 3 knockout phase wins in major tournaments since Italia 90.
That's the point.
That is the point.
Since 3 wins.
That's a
Since Italia 90.
Can you name them?
Hang on a minute.
No,
Holland 4-1.
Knockout phase wins.
Knockout phase wins.
So Spain.
Holland.
No, Spain.
Spain, Euro. So we in Euro.
Spain, Denmark, and there must be another one. Let us know in the comments. More importantly,
Holland. Netherlands.
in a knockout.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. What would be your marks for Southgate 1 year in? Rory?
Abysmal. I think you have to get rid of him now. to have a prayer going into this tournament. If we're going into it hoping to do anything.
You truly say the word abysmal.
Yes, abysmal. It's the least inspiring England team I can remember. As you pointed out, I follow England. I went to Kiev, went to South Africa, went to France, went to Brazil. I'm not going to Russia.
For your own safety?
He's got absolutely nothing to do with that. Absolutely nothing to do with that.
Double R.
He has just, true, very true. He has just managed to sap all my enthusiasm out of this side. It's the least inspirational man doing the least inspirational job ever.
I've just got this image in my head of you being extremely inspired by Roy Hodgson and Sam Allardyce. I mean, it's just one after the other.
But he managed to take it. So we kind of peaked at uninspirational managers with Hodgson, and everyone was like, can't get any worse. And the FA was like, hold up, what's this?
What is he doing there? What is he doing there?
He's a very polite man.
Can't believe it.
It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. We are the most boring team on earth. And we've got one of the best strikers in the world to take advantage of. And he's just, look, it's what Rory says. Look, it's all right, he's done his job by getting England. Actually, it's more, your job isn't just to get England qualified. We should be qualifying at a canter.
And which we have.
We have, but, you know, I count it to some, but we should be destroying some of these teams. We need to go into that tournament where people fear in England. No one fears England. Why would they?
No, England are a dream draw.
Do you think?
I think so. I think most
I
sides would look at
disagree with
England as one of the. If you're looking at the big clubs, the big countries, of which England are one, you're the dream to get.
Plum time.
Plum time.
Yeah, you fancy your chances.
Yeah, you fancy your chances. Absolutely.
We'll get into the squad in a second because obviously that affects where they would finish in the imaginary Premier League that we've put them in. What did England need to do in this year with Gareth Southgate for everyone to lift their mood a bit? What would have been success?
Beating teams well. Like
that wouldn't have changed anything if they started spanking these teams 4-0.
I think it would. I think if we'd gone up to Scotland, which is, as England's match-going supports find that rivalry something that matters.
Yeah, it should do.
If England went up to Scotland and won 4-0, that's something that people talk about. Well, they won 4-0, they knocked it about beautifully, Raheem Sterling was at the heart of everything, and you suddenly saw a very solid back line. Joe Hart had to face no shots. We drew 2-2 and nicked it.
I mean, they scored 2 wonder free kicks, which perhaps wouldn't have happened.
But we scored a last minute equaliser.
No, we did. I would say though that it's about the way they're playing. For so long, England have been such a kind of boring team to watch, and nothing's changed despite having some very good footballers in our first 11. The problem is Southgate again, another England manager, has failed to create or put on anything that's going to excite people. It isn't exciting to watch. And look, ultimately, if we do all right in the World Cup, it'll be through just...
It'll be the Portugal tactic.
Yeah, it'll be kind of...
You won't win a game, you'll just draw all your way.
Effort rather than class. And, you know, there are players in there that have enough flair, enough excitement about them. When Harry Kane plays for Tottenham, and we've always had this conversation about how a player plays for his club and how he plays for his country. But when he plays for Tottenham, we're excited the minute he gets the ball. He's going to find his man, he's going to get a shot off, or he's going to hold the ball up enough to win a free kick. For England, it's kind of, he's winning and he's scoring, but in spite of his own performance and the rest of them, when he puts the England shot on, it's shit.
I'm getting a sense that you're not happy.
If you compare it, did you see the footage from Cairo last night? Egypt qualified for the first time in 28 years. The footage of the streets of Cairo was like people standing on cars, lighting flares, people going crazy. I saw Costa Rica equalised in the last minute to keep their hopes alive. The pitch invasion, like people sort of crying, feeling so jubilant that they couldn't contain it. That's what you want from an international team. We are so far away from jubilant tears.
But that's general expectation. When you exceed expectation or you achieve any kind of success whatsoever.
And sex.
Yeah.
The newlyweds.
Having sex at the football will make you feel better about his week. That's how I've got to say it. If you get success, I'm half Scottish. I went and watched the Scotland game yesterday. One, because I didn't want to watch the England game. I watched the highlights, but I mean that was enough. But I went to watch the Scotland game and I was chatting to Stu about it. He was excited that he goes, I think there's something here now. There's some spirit. Stu's the owner of Wall Street.
Yeah, right.
But he thinks, I was saying, well, is that just because we've won a few games? So I think that's part of it. What I would agree with is the fact that people were going like Southgate is he's finally saying the right things. He's being sensible. He's not getting people's hopes up. I would disagree with that. I would say that is, you've got a guy with a boring face, and he's saying boring things, and the team's playing in a boring fashion. That's all quite dangerous when you're leading towards.
That's the desire. The problem is, you've got people like us having these conversations who are desperate to see England be a bit adventurous and exciting and electric and try and inspire some sort of enthusiasm from the public into this team. But I truly believe that isn't the desire of the people that are in charge. I think the people in charge, the FA, which is an old boys club, still very much, it may as well be the Garrett Club in central London or one of these old Eton Tyre things, whatever it's called. That sort of like very much a closed shop, white middle-aged men with side partings who want...
Don't go to the wide. Who
want a yes man in charge, someone who's very safe. They don't really care how the team perform, which is why they got Allardyce out. Anybody who has potentially been a good man, like there was a point when Harry Redknapp, whatever you think of him now, was the right man for the job. He didn't get that job. Whether you think he's the right man now, with hindsight, it's a wonderful thing. But he was the right man at one point. He didn't get that opportunity because he wasn't.
He's bursting.
He wasn't right in the eyes of the FA.
You're right, Flav.
Yeah, I mean, he would have got us playing exciting football at Redknapp. But as anyone who has supported a team managed by Redknapp, you kind of he'll manage. He would create the most poisonous of what do you call it? Like poison throne, or whatever it is. Chalice, sorry. And make it 10 times worse. That said, if we were winning, people would forgive a lot. What I wanted to say is about Allardyce, right? I know, that ship sailed, but has it? Because he needs a job. And we need someone. If we're going to play boring direct football, let's at least win.
Do it with the expert. Rather than
the creator.
Yeah. Right. So, but we're about to get to the squad here, but I did want to ask this one question: where does this squad rank amongst all of the England squads since you've been a fan?
Bottom.
Whoa.
Clearly bottom. Like there isn't a...
Worse than 94, worse than 2008?
Definitely worse than 94. McLaren's team of 2008 was surrounded by good things. So going into 08, we still had the memory. Well, we still had the memories of 06. We still had the memories of going to Germany and doing quite well. So 08 just felt like a little blip and we were going to be okay again.
Right.
So I think that, don't get me wrong, the McLaren era was abysmal. But this feels worse.
Like, going into Euro 2016, I remember thinking, you know what? We've actually got 4 strikers. We've got Rooney, we've got Vardy, we've got Kane, we've got strikers here who can actually do some damage. I went into it with actual genuine expectations of scoring.
Say those names again.
Rashford, Vardy, Kane and Rooney.
All available. all available for
Rooney
this
is
one.
fine.
It can't be for me. It can't be considered the worst squad because I had genuine expectations going into Euro 2016. I was excited about it. So it's only 2 years after that.
I don't think the problem is the squad of the players. There's enough there to make a decent stab at this World Cup. It's the management.
A decent stab at what? Winning it?
No.
Get to the
Forget to the knockout. At least just getting out of the groups. Just give us another. Because when you're watching the
more
World
than
Cup
one
or
win.
European, right? European Championships, you're watching it. You're just like, we know we're not going to win, but just let's have another day out. Let's have one more night on the booze with England, everyone together. Just give us one more. Don't fucking go out in the group stages again.
So let's show you the Premier League table so that you can kind of get your head in the game as to where England would go. Guys, you've got one here as well. I can show you. There's one in front of you there. Adam, whilst we're going through that, any comments worth talking about?
Yeah, just about Sam.
It's a lot of love. A lot of love.
A lot of love for Sam.
What is the best thing you can say about Sam? Team Dream said he's a fully developed Homo sapien.
Fully developed.
I thought that was heading somewhere else.
He then followed up with, I hate him, I really do.
Anything about England?
Yeah, about England, what formation would promote better, more attractive football from Noise UK? And Jesse Hacking says, who should be England's starting keeper?
Okay, first things first, formation. So I've got a squad here actually we were talking about it before. So the general idea is, are you going to play 3 at the back or are you going to play 4 at the back?
4.
4,
Definitely.
Why?
Because we don't have the personnel to play. To play 3 at the back and make it work, you need to have a masterclass of a defender in the middle. You need to have David Luiz. You need to have, England do not have Paolo Maldini.
Yeah.
You play the card you're dealt.
I'm not sure we have the I think Cahill would slot into the middle of that 3.
Oh my God! Physical pain.
But it can't be Phil Jones or Stones. Can it?
Trust me, my dear friend Flav, it cannot be Gary Cahill. More so than any, you'd go Jordan Pickford there instead of him.
All right, I'll tell you why, but it's a shame that we can't because you then get genuine width in Rose and Walker.
Well, I would say that I think against the good teams where you need to be a bit more solid and you can counter-attack with those fullbacks. For me, it's about our fullbacks. I think they're the most exciting aspect of the England team. So I would play 3. I would.
I'm not disagreeing with you,
Yeah,
but that sentence is a microcosm of the problem.
Against bad teams, I would play 4 because you only need Dyer to sit there. Against
There's
decent
no
teams, I'd
way
play
that
3.
England's good enough to have tactical versatility. It's like you get one formation and you hope it works. You don't try and get them to switch between
To be
two.
fair, it took Pochettino 3 years to master the ability to transition between a 4 and a 3 with the ball, without it. Southgate can't do it in that time.
Yeah, do you know what?
Not with that kind of attitude.
You haven't got the time.
It's not about the will.
I think
it's about just the time with the players and the ability to make it be a cohesive unit.
It's the time to get people playing. To get when I watched Manchester City display an incredible performance at Stamford Bridge a couple of weeks ago. That has taken Pep Guardiola hours and hours, thousands of hours of effort, start time on the training pitch.
But this isn't
you don't have
football.
that. Yeah, but you don't have that time to get England to play.
But no one
in a
knows.
sort of
You're not playing Lithuania. Who've had years and years.
no.
But it's a lot easier to be stubborn.
There's countries that have identities of their footballers, like Spain 4-3-3. Most teams inside Spain play 4-3-3. Italian teams, you know exactly how
England
Italian teams
have
are going to
that,
set.
but it's
They have
4-4-2.
that. Yeah, but that
and
now
it's
is not the case
outdated.
anymore.
But what we are seeing with some of our younger teams is this thing that I kind of laughed at when I first, it was about England DNA. Well, England DNA has just been abject failure pretty much for our entire lives, but they've established this new way of exciting football.
Imagine it was just doping. Yeah. They've just given it another name. It is working. They're winning.
The under 17s, I know it was one game, but the way they moved the ball around wasn't like an England side to me. They weren't afraid of carrying the ball. They were taking the men on, and they were finding players in intelligent situations. If that is the sign of things to come,
hang in there, guys.
It could be that we are going to get England to be proud.
I know.
I hate to agree, but it isn't.
I mean,
Chelsea have been winning the European Champions League at that young level.
You won it like 3 years in a row, didn't you?
Yeah, for years. I think we've won it 3 out of the 4 years that it's been in existence. Literally not one of them.
Vitesse has had a great time. Obviously, all the players.
They're doing very well. But sadly, success at the youth level doesn't mean.
I think I was saying to you off camera beforehand. When England played Germany in the under-21s final. I think was it when Southgate was manager.
Who scored? Someone scored without a boot on. He played centre half for
That's a
Newcastle.
very random.
He played centre half for
question.
Newcastle. Taylor.
Right, Taylor scored without a boot on.
He scored without a shoe
back
on.
to the point itself. So Germany had Sami Khedira, Mats Hummels, Boateng was in there. I think Özil was there, Neuer was there. So many of the players that won that under-21s European Championship came through into the senior squad, and there's so little of that in England in terms of players who do very well at a younger level and come through.
What's Stuart Taylor up to now?
I have no idea. Anybody know in the
Still
comments?
sitting on a bench somewhere. Oh, he's just signed again. He signed a new deal for Southampton. Right, Premier League. If England were in the Premier League, you can sit in front of you guys. Maybe we can get it on the screen again. Let us know in the comments. We'll read out a few and tell us why they would finish in that kind of area. So, who wants to kick us off? I'm going to go. I think we would do well. I think that team playing together, and if they're given a bit more time, I think that team could finish at least top six. That's a good team, mate. I know you've got one about it. Wait. So look, Joe Hart. He is a good goalkeeper.
You started off pretty badly.
I know. Okay, wait. Let me start the strikers. Look, Kane, Rashford, Sturridge is a player who's a top 6 striker in my opinion.
No.
Danny Welbeck plays for a top 6 side. You got Dele Alli, who people rave about.
Pretty sure Arsenal 7th.
Carl Walker, people rave about. John Stones plays for Man City, the best team in the league.
You've made some good points, but you can't just say
I said
Daniel
Joe Hart,
Sturridge and Joe Hart. Yeah, Daniel Sturridge, you know,
You're off to a
he's a
losing-
good player. What? You can't just, what? No, he's had a terrible time of it.
It's just he's broken, isn't he now?
All right, okay, all right.
He was an incredible.
So
player.
Joe Hart, Jack Butland, Jordan Pickford, any of them a top 6 goalkeeper?
Pickford potentially.
All right, that's a cracking start. Here we go.
Butland definitely is. If De Gea leaves, I'd like Butland to replace
Are we
him.
talking potential here? We currently know.
But I think they're exciting enough, Jack Butland and Pickford, right?
Exciting.
Oh, come on,
They're
Rory.
playing
They're both very good goalkeepers.
Hard and fast with the word exciting. Yeah, very good, but they're not. It's the top 6. Neither of them play for
look,
the top 6 club.
Walker, Cahill, Stones, Phil Jones, Smalling, Danny Rose, they all Bertrand's played at Chelsea. The rest of them play for top clubs. These are all
for
players
half
who
a
play for
decade.
top clubs. Yeah, he's decent.
It goes back to the same. The first 11 on paper, I would thought would do quite well in the Premier League. I think top 7, top 6 maybe, but again goes back to the problem with management. Just can't do it.
Right. So how many places do you lose when you add the
Southgate,
management?
you can lose 10. You can get relegated. You've got the wrong manager in place.
If this England team were genuinely competing in the Premier League, like if that's the game we're playing,
Yes.
it's a good game. This England side are competing. Gareth Southgate is the manager. You're looking at finishing somewhere above Leicester and below West Brom.
Really?
Somewhere there.
So are you saying that they've got a worse squad than Southampton?
Southampton beat this England team.
It doesn't matter about the squad. It's about who's in charge.
Gareth
That isn't-
Southgate loses that fight.
The answer to no is that no.
This England team would definitely beat Southampton.
Wouldn't it?
With Southgate in charge, who knows?
He's completely swayed me, Southgate. Look at the touchline and see Southgate there as a player.
Okay, where are you putting them?
I was going to say 8th, but now that Rory's thoughts.
Really?
13th.
Yeah.
I'm going 13th.
Do you think
I think he's right.
When they're in the changing room, right, and Gareth Southgate, and they can hear him, and they're all like happy and they're having a good laugh, and everyone buzzing when he comes in. It's just like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, fuck.
Look,
Definitely.
he's the shell of Southgate is not a passionate one, but he is a passionate guy. He's just from the south.
Let's end this.
All right.
This is getting silly.
Last few comments. Where do people think they're going to end up? They would end up
Yeah, the majority is saying between 8th and 13th.
8th and 13th.
Wow.
Okay.
So 8th and 13th doesn't get out of a group in a World Cup, though, does it?
Does that Portugal team that won the Euros? Are they any better as a squad?
No, with the manager who can engineer.
Name the manager.
I don't know.
Exactly. So
won a tournament,
look, we're going to win the World Cup. I'm telling you, we're going to win the World Cup.
Ronaldo is the manager.
He was
Yeah, that's
advanced.
true.
Adam just.
Okay, one last one. Anyone else? Is it just all 8 to 13 with it?
More or less.
Yeah.
Any more love for me? No?
They want to see your nipples, Sam.
No, well, that's well.
You're the next
That's the next video.
How many likes?
I said 100.
Next video. Okay, right.
Disrespectful there. You didn't get your nips out. You think I'll get mine out?
Yeah, he did. He
No,
did
he
get his nip out. Yeah,
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
What? Maybe to you personally, but not to me.
Way
No.
too much nipple chat on this channel.
Anyway, sorry.
Right, let us know where you think England would finish if they were in the Premier League. How good is the squad? You've got 8 months till the World Cup. Is there any chance of them doing anything in this World Cup? or you like Rory and you think this is probably one of the worst England squads we've had in a long, long time. Stick around for the next video. We're going to be going live very, very soon. We're going to be talking about the Spurs transfer exodus. Whee! Possibly.
Definitely.
Alderweireld, his contract talks are non-existent essentially at the moment, so we're going to be talking about that, so make sure you check that out. Ask the Club will be done today as well, and it will go out tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe to the Bull Street channel so you don't miss that tomorrow.